Hey folks, Ryan here from Mr. Rau's Gaming, and I've got another solo playthrough video for you today, and I'm going to be continuing my Pandemic Systems game series, and this time I am taking a look at the fantastic Fall of Rome, designed by Matt Leacock and Paolo Mori, and published by Z-Man Games. In this one, the great Roman Empire has, they've laid their dominance across the European landscape, but it is starting to become their decline as all of these barbarian tribes and troops are kind of moving across the European landscape and, threatening to get to Rome. And so we are going to be taking a look at how does the pandemic system work for this particular game. So join me at the table. We are going to learn how to play this. And before we do, make sure that you are putting a like on these videos, subscribing to this channel if you have not done so already, and the notification bell is there to get notified every time that I go live on Tuesday nights and when these videos decide to come out throughout the weeks. Alrighty, well, let's shift on over to our game area for us today, where we are going to be taking a look at the Fall of Rome, and everything is all nicely laid out for us today. A few setup things that we have had to go over here. First off is that there are these red bordered invasion cards that need to start in the invasion discard pile. They are all Roma, but of the 5 different barbarian tribes. So they start in the discard pile, and the first time that we have a revolt, those are going to get shuffled in. The next thing is that the top 9 cards of the invasion deck are always the same. They're just going to be coming out in a different order because they're the ones that initially seed the board. So the same 9 cities or areas are going to become invaded at the very beginning of the games, but how many barbarian troops are in those areas is going to vary greatly between each game. So let's do that initial setup here. So the very first 3 cards, we're going to put 3 troops in. So in Carnuntum, that is right about there, is going to get 3 green Huns into that area. Then we are going to go with Jesorkium. I guess that's going to get 3 orange. What is that? Anglo-Saxon and Frank barbarians. We're then going to have 3 in Philolopolis. That's right down here. The next 3 are going to get 2 invasions. So in Mongonicium, that's right here. That's going to get 2 orange Anglo-Saxons. Then we are going to get 2 black. What are those? The Vandals are going to go in that one. And then 1 more for 2 is going to end up in Chersonanius. Oh my gosh, my Latin is absolutely terrible. And then the next 3 cards are going to have 1 each. So in Tyrus, in 1 green in Philopolis, and then 1 in Cartudium, 1 blue. Okay, so that is the initial seeding of the board. Next, we are going to actually then take our player pawns, and I've got myself 3 characters here. I am not playing the official solitaire variant that is in the back of the rulebook. I'm just going to play this as I was playing 3 different characters of 3 different players across the table, just much like I've been doing with my other pandemic system games. We've got the Mercator here, and they are good at trading cards around the table here. It says once during your turn, as an action, I can give or take a card of a color matching my city to another player in your city. You do not have to be in a city with a matching barbarian to do the Forge Alliances action. And I'll explain exactly what that's going to be, but they are going to need to start in a city, and they can only choose from the starting cards that they were dealt. So I can actually start in Rome. I can start in over here in Chersonius, or I can start way over in, where is it now? I can start, way down here in Carthago. And neither of those seem like great ideas. So maybe Rome. It's a little bit more central, or over here where there's a little bit of like a blue cube, Ostrogoths threat. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna actually start way. They're gonna start way over here. Next is I got the Magister Militium. My warrior person. It says when you do a battle action, I can reduce the number of legions I lose by 1 in those battle areas. We can start in either. Oh, what is this? Lugnum. That's where I go over here. Lucia. Right there. And they also got one of the event cards here. It says choose up to 3 cities with forts, add up to 2 legions to each of them. So they're a little bit more, but at least their 2 areas were very much linked. They're just going to start right here. And my last one is I got the consul. And their actions, as an action, I can add a legion to any city with a fort. And as an action, I can add 1 legion to my particular city. And they can start in either Aquilia, that's right here, Caesarea, down here, or Sinope, which is down over here. I'm thinking Aquilia is probably a better choice, as it's kind of like a little bit more closer to where the troops and where some of these barbarians are going to be. Now, also part of our setup too, we put a fort in Rome, and we are also going to we each get 2 legions to join us in our areas. So I'll just add those to our little bit of areas. 2 legions, 2 legions, 2 legions. And we are all set up, ready to go. Now, let's take a look here where we're going to be doing on our particular turns. Well, just much like most of our pandemic games that we've seen, there is a list of actions that we can do. So the first ones are the movement actions, which is just simply marching. We can march from one area to the next area as long as it's connected by a line of some sort. And you can take up to 3 legions with you when you move. You can do a sailing action. Lots of our areas on the board have these anchor icons, and those are ports. And so you can sail from one port to another port. You have to discard a card, and the port that you move to has to have the color of that particular card that you discarded. So if I, went from this particular port and I discarded a orange card, I would have to then move to an orange port, which there are a few around the board. I can fortify a city, so I can put one of these fort tokens into a city as long as I discard the card matching the city that I am in. And forts are good because, well, they allow us to bring out more legions onto the board. Which is the next action, which is the recruit army, is while you are in a city with a fort, I can place legions up to their recruitment level. Up at the top here, there is the recruitment and invasion track here. And right now, in fort cities, we would be able to recruit 3 legions onto the board. The next one you're going to see a lot of, is going to be the battle action. So as long as we have our player pawn and some legions in a area, we can initiate a battle. We just roll these battle dice. Number of dice you get to roll is up to the number of legions you have in that particular area. So with 2 legions here, I'd be able to roll up to 2 battle dice. I can plot, which means we can trade our cards as long as we are in the same city that's being traded. My Mercator ability allows me to break that rule a little bit. And then finally, we get to do the forging of alliances. As long as you have the required number of cards. Now, my alliances down here, there are some tribes that are easier to form alliances with than others. For the Vandals and the, what are they called? The Visigoths, you need 5 cards of their matching color. For the Huns and the Anglo-Saxons and Franks, you need 4 cards in order to form alliance with them. And then for the Ostrogoths, you only need 3. but that's also relative. That's how many cards are in the player deck for however many of those. There's not very many blue cards, but there's actually quite a few black and white cards in the deck. And then once you forged an alliance with a particular barbarian tribe, then you can enlist those barbarians. You can actually turn them into legions for you, as long as you're able to discard a card matching the color of that particular barbarian tribe. And that's everything that's kind of going on here. How do we win the game? Well, none of these barbarian tribes can be a threat to Rome. So we either have to form alliances with them. Once you form an alliance, they are no longer a threat. They can still invade the board, but they are no longer a threat to us. And or all of the cubes for that particular color is not on the board. So we have to have some sort of combination of alliances and elimination of their tribes on the board here in order to actually win the game. How do we lose the game? Well, if we need to put out some cubes of a particular barbarian tribe and we have none left, we lose the game. If we run out of player cards in the player card deck, we lose the game. If this decline tracker goes all the way down to the bottom here, we lose the game. And if Rome is ever overrun, or what they refer to in this game as sacked, if Rome is ever sacked, then we lose the game. So yeah, so one way to win and so many ways to lose the game. So let's start. Let's get things going here. Way they say that you should pick the first player marker is whoever is starting the furthest away from Rome, which I believe is going to be my Mercator here. 20 on the cards there, it says it takes 24 days to go from Chersonesus over to Rome. And I don't think this Aquileia is only 10 days away from Rome. Lugdunum is pretty close. They're only 12 days from Rome. So yeah, so my Mercator is going to be my first player mark. I'm actually just going to grab another player pawn here. I'm just going to grab this purple one. Oh gosh, where is it here? Just to mark that they are they're going to be my active player here. Okay, so much like in Pandemic, it says when we do our play, we're going to do our 4 actions. Then we're going to draw player cards and invade cities. Our hand limit is 7 cards at all times. That seems to be pretty standard across all of these game systems. Okay, well, I actually see something along the lines of the Mercator's starting with 2 blue cards, and the console has a blue. That's already 3 blue cards, and there's only 6 of them in the player deck. I actually probably can form an alliance almost right away here, because it says my Mercator's ability, I just got to reread it one more time here. Once during your turn, as an action, give or take a card of a color matching your city to another player. Give or take a card of a color matching your city to another player in your city. Oh, you have to be in the city. Right. So I couldn't actually just take the consoles. But if the console was in my city, I could take a blue card from them. Though that would have been actually pretty handy. So maybe the console should have started in, if I were to back up my starting place, maybe the console should have started in Sinope, which would still put the... Yeah, I'm going to actually do that. They're going to start in Sinope because they're allowed to do that. Now, if I'm actually planning this out a little bit easier, I'll start them there so that I can then do one action is to move over to Sinope. 2, use my player ability to take the Sinope card from them. 3, move back to Chersonesus. And my 4th action is I will form the alliance with the Ostrogoths. I think that might be that might actually be something that's worth doing this early on in the game. So let's just do that and go boom, 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 boom. Take the 3 cards. You only need 3 guards for the Ostrogoths. And we formed an alliance. So now if we come across any blue cards later on in the game, we can actually turn those blue cubes into legions for ourselves. There's only 3 more in that player deck, so chances are we're not going to be able. So getting that alliance token out there right away is actually really quite handy. Okay, so that's the 4 actions for the Mercator. Now we are going to draw and resolve any revolts. We're going to draw 2 player cards here. 1, 2. So we got another black card and we got a white card. Just like that. And we will now invade cities. Now the invasion step here is actually really quite cool. Let's draw the first one here and I'll show you how it works. So the first one is actually going to go into Londinium. So London, I'm pretty sure. We should be able to add a cube in it. So if there was already tribes in there, we would actually be able to put it straight in there. There's no tribes in there right now, but since on this, there you can see on these cards, there's a kind of like a pathway, and you can kind of show the pathway on the player board here. As long as there is barbarian tribes in the town or area previous to that particular area, you're allowed to add a barbarian tribe to it. So I can put one in Londinium. And then my second card is going to be in Constantinopolis, which, here I can show it here. So we're going to add a blue cube to Constantinopolis, but there is no blue cubes in the previous area. There's no blue cubes in the previous area, so then I actually have to trace backwards to Sinope, where I can actually add in this cube. But since I have a player pawn and legions in this area, that cube actually doesn't get added, and 1 legion will actually go off. So that's actually also a bonus of having legions and legions with you in this particular game, because they will defend as cubes and barbarians start invading areas. That seems to be that first turn. So let's go down now into the Magister's turn. And the Magister, where are they? They are starting way over here in Lugdunum. And I think... Do you know what? I know that there's quite a few guys. Actually, I think in Lugdunum, I think we are going to discard the Lugdunum card. And I'm going to build a fort in that city, just because it's a little ways away from Rome, and I might be able to actually add in some legions onto that area. As my second action, I actually am going to recruit some legions, and I'm going to add 3 legions to that particular area. 1, 2, and 3. As my third action, I'm going to move to the neighboring town of Mogontikium, just like that. And I am going to initiate a battle in that region. So I have 3 legions with me. I am going to roll 3 battle dice to hopefully get rid of a lot of those particular cubes. Okay, so we got a various number of icons across the way here. Let's evaluate this one first. That one's got it's kind of got this bird with wings symbol on it. There we go, focus up. Every player ability has a symbol with that at the very bottom here, and it says on the Magisters, it says I get to remove 2 barbarians. So this one I get to remove 2 barbarians from that city. So I'm just going to take 1 of each. I'm going to take a Vandal and an Anglo-Saxon. This die right here will I can remove a cube. So maybe I'll remove another Vandal. But also it says I have to remove a legion. Now it says once per battle, when you do the battle, I can reduce the number of legions I lose by 1. So I'm just going to not lose that legion. But this dice has a legion icon on it, so I actually do have to end up losing. I would have normally lost 2 legions, but because of my ability, I only lost 1. So I still am pretty okay right now. Okay, and I believe that is their turn. What was their card again? You can choose up to 3 cities with forts and add 2 legions to each of them. Okay, so right now I would actually be able to add legions to there and to Rome, but I think we want to maximize the value of that card at this time. Okay, so we'll draw the player cards. 1 and 2. Okay, so getting a black card and a green card. Now we have to do the invade step. Let's take a look at a black one in Constantinopolis. Where is that one? There is a black cube on Constantinopolis. Oh, this is a huge. It's a these ones, the Vandals, have a very large area. They have a very large area of adding. Constantinopolis is way over here. There's no black cube here, no black cube here, no black cube, no black, none. No black cube. There, it's going to all the way back to the very start of their area. So we'll add one, but since I am there with a legion is going to defend that city and not add on that area. And Genua. So that's an orange one. So we start here. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in the previous. Nothing in the previous. Right here, yes, there is a orange cube. There is some Anglo-Saxons in the previous city, so it'll get added to Lutetia. I think that's the way it's going to go. Okay. Player turn now moves on over to the consul, who is way down over here in Sinope. And what are they going to end up doing? They are... They are in a port. So as an action, I can add a legion to any city with a fort. That's pretty neat. And as an action, I can add 1 legion to my city. That's their special abilities. They can go 1, 2. And I can maybe start taking care of some of these cubes over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So he's going to go 1, taking the legion with him. 2, 3, we will add a legion to his city because that is his special ability. And 4 is I will attack with just 2 battle dice. And look at that. We get to remove 2 cubes. I'll move 2 white Visigoths from that one. And we don't lose any legions along the way. That was actually as best as we could probably hope for. So yeah, so 1, 2, recruit, and yep, that special ability. So let's do there. They get an orange card and another white card, a white Roma card. So white Roma, black and an orange. Okay. Let's do their invade step. Their invade is going to be into the whites into Aquilia. And so we go here, but there is nothing in there. So is there anything in here? Nope. So we'll move it down. There is a white cube in the previous area, so they will get added to that area. And Athenia. Oh, here we go. The black cubes are going to go again, starting here. But nope. Got to keep tracing back until there's something previous. We're all the way back to the start of the line again, so that legion is going to defend with that, and that one's not going to get added on. Okay, well, I guess we're back to the top of the order, which is the Mercator. And where is my Mercator going to start moving to? There's 2 blue cubes in Chenosius. Let's go with... I guess I could try battling. I guess I can try battling in that area just to kind of keep the blue cubes down a little bit. Yeah, because we don't want it actually out. So first action is I'm going to battle. Okay, so we get to remove 2 cubes. And we get to have to remove 1 legion from that. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. I guess maybe start making my way around here. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm going to go 2, 3, and then 4. I'm actually going to bring a legion along with me as well with that one. Okay, that is their turn. Let's do the player deck. We're going to go 1. Oh, it's our first revolt card. And 2, an orange Roma card. Oh, I'll keep that. Oh, I didn't realize that my little video screen is going to block some of those cards here. Let's do the revolt here because it says we're going to increase the invasion step by 1 space. We're going to draw the bottom card of the barbarian deck and put 3 cubes into its city, and then we are going to intensify. We're going to shuffle up that big old discard pile and add it to the area. So let's increase, draw the bottom card, which is going to be in Caesarea Augusta. Oh gosh, so that is just going to be 3 black cubes way down over here. And yep, and now this whole big old deck, so all 9 of those starting cards, the 5 Roma cards, and then everything else that we drew throughout this game is going to now become into play. And I must add, I am playing on standard difficulty, which means there are 6 of those revolt cards shuffled into the player deck. Much like Pandemic, you create the 6 equal piles as evenly as possible, and you see 6 of those revolt cards throughout the those in each of those piles. So give it another one of these. And I think we put it on top, and now we're into the invasion part. So we'll do 1, which is going to be Roma. So we'll start at Roma, but there is nothing previous to that. Which way am I going here? Yeah, so I'm starting at Roma, but there's nothing in there. And there's not, so it will actually go to Aquileia since there is a white cube on this area. And a Roma card again, but it's blue this time. So blue goes to Roma, but there's no blue cube previously, so we'll have to put it right here since there is a blue cube previously. And that's my invasion step. Let's go on to the Magister here, which I think we're going to have to start dealing with. I see that there's a threat up in here. There's a threat down in there. There's a threat over here that we have to deal with at some point in time, but we have no legions in order to help us out with those. So choose up to, I don't have any extra forts around here. Don't have any extra forts to help me out with this. So I'm just trying to look at what my options are. I am thinking we will go 1 back down to here. 2, 3. I guess I could, if I wanted to enlist some help, I wouldn't actually be able to do so because I wouldn't have enough actions to actually fight off these barbarians down here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to have to just take those 2 with me. 2, 3, and we'll just battle in that area with 2 dice. Well, that was the best result possible. We got our wings, which is 2 barbarians, and then a barbarian cube, and we don't lose any legions. So all of those are off the board. So that city is not a threat for us right now. And those were my 4 actions. So let's go ahead and, yep. Yeah, so I moved 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's my 4 actions. So we'll get another white card. Just put it up the side here. And, oh, another event card. After removing barbarians from a battle, remove up to the same number of barbarians from one other city. Interesting. So I'll keep that handy. And invade. So we'll go Constantinopolis, which is blue. But no cubes, so we'll have to add it to the start of the lineup. And Londonium, and there is a cube, so we'll just add a cube right into London. I'm just going to call it London. Okay, well, we have to actually deal with all those Anglo-Saxons up there because, man, that is getting that. Now we're going to move on to the consul's turn here. And they've got a couple white cards, and I see that we could probably grab the Narona white card as well so that we can get ever so closer to maybe forming an alliance with the Visigoths. So I am thinking I will, as an action, I'll add a legion to my city. 1. I am going to battle in that city. Just 2 dice. Been getting pretty good. Cube and a cube. Nice. So those ones are gone. I guess then I'm going to go 3. I'm going to move those with me. And 4 is I will take the Narbo card since we are we in? Oh, we're not in Narbo. We're in Narona. Where's Narbo? Oh, Narbo's over there. Oh, I was misreading the card. There was 2 names that are very similar. Okay, wait. Maybe I can do something differently then. No, well, 1, 2. Oh, but we're not in a port city. But I guess 4, because then on the Mercator's turn, the Mercator could actually just give me that card since we're in the same. Yeah, no, I'll just move over here. I'll just keep it like that. Okay, so we'll draw player cards. Maybe, hopefully, we get a white. 2 whites would actually be really helpful. Oh, during the next invade city step, draw 2 fewer cards. Okay, well, that's pretty handy. Oh, and a single white card. That is okay. So then they are getting pretty close, and I see they have a white card in Athenia. Okay, so maybe we can probably get some trading going along that way. Let's do the invade. Mongol. So that's a black cube right there, and the place that I just finished sacking all the way over there. Okay, play passes on to my Mercator, which first action they are going to pass that white card over to my console. So now my console's got 4 white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are at their limit. They are at their particular limit. And then I'm thinking they're gonna go. The Mercator's gonna go 2, 3, and then we're gonna have a battle in this area with my 3 dice. Well, that was also probably the best possible roll I could ever ask for. It says 4 barbarian cubes, which is like all of them. 4 barbarian cubes, and 1 legion gets removed off the board. So far, we're actually mitigating this threat pretty darn good. I've got an alliance with the blues, and there are no whites on the board. And there's only just the one single, oh no, there's two blacks there. So I'm actually, I'm sorry, and there's no green, sorry, there's no greens on the board. We're actually doing okay right now. We're possibly getting another, possibly at some point in time can get another white card into the consoles area so that we can form another alliance. Okay, let's, so I gave the card 2, 3, battled 4. Okay, that was all of their turns. So let's take a look at what their cards are going to be. Oh, dear lordy. Another revolt. Another revolt here. Okay. So we'll deal with that, and then we'll just draw a card, remove up to 2 barbarians of the same color from anywhere on the board. Wow. That's a pretty good card. But we will increase the rate, which now means we're adding 1 less legion on every fort, and we're drawing 3 invasion cards every time. The bottom card here, the bottom card is going to be in Lugdunum. Oh dear, so that's 3 green cubes get added. And yeah, I also forgot here. When we added this black cube, we should have actually not added that black cube and removed a legion instead. We should have done that. That's one thing that that's the one rule I always forget, is the defending when the cubes get added to the areas. I apologize for any other times that I missed that. Okay, so now this is this very small stack of cards. Londonum. Well, at least this area is not in this particular deck, but this one is in the deck. So that could actually cause a particular problem. And especially if it gets sacked, that means we were going to lose that fort, which would actually be a problem for us. Okay, so we'll just kind of quickly shuffle this up. And now we're going to do 3 cards. Constantinopolis, which is no, which means we'll have to put it in Sinope. We will do this area over here, which is going to get defended with that legion. And Roma, which is going to add a... we can add a blue cube to Roma here because, yeah, there is a blue cube that is currently over there. Okay, well, at least that area did not. So I can actually maybe get over there and help out. So let's go over here. It's the Magister's turn. They have a couple cards here. Let's take a look at their couple cards here. After removing barbarians, choose up to 3 cities with forts and add up to 2 legions to them. Well, okay, we only got 2 forts right now. I could probably add another fort down here if I wanted to. And after removing barbarians, we can remove barbarians from the same things. This one says remove up to 2 barbarians of the same color from anywhere on the board. That's actually not terrible for us. And during the next invade city steps, draw 2 fewer cards. I'm actually going to do the fort one. Where is it? This one. I'm going to choose up to 3 cities. So I'm going to choose 2 cities, and I'm going to add with forts, and I'm going to add 2 legions to each of them. So I'll add 2 legions to this city and 2 legions to Rome. Just like that. And now I'm going to do my actions. I am going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to enlist 2 more legions. And then 4, I'm going to battle them. Which boom, 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 and I prevent a legion from being destroyed. So boom, and I can remove 2. And I can move up to 4. So that was probably the best battle sequence that I could have had on that particular thing. I keep saying that a lot, but hey, gotta mitigate them. Let's draw some player cards here. Oh, another white card. We got a lot of white cards in play here. And another white card. Oh my gosh, so maybe they have to try to meet up with the console at some point here so that they can maybe trade one of those cards in either, where we got either Athena, Philippopolis, or Constantinopolis. Probably going to be this one. This is the closest one for, but man, that is a long ways away. Oh, we have to do the invades. So there we go. It would have gotten invaded. So we're going to add a green, but we'll just remove a legion instead. Oh, wait, it wouldn't not have actually added to that area because there is no green cube in that area. It would actually have to go all the way over back to here, which we will remove a legion from that area instead. That's the way that it should work. Then the next one is in London. So now London is a threat. And a white cube in Roma, which we can put one because there is, oh no, wait. We have to trace back. It has to actually go right there first because there needs to be a white cube there first. Oh, okay. Well, console. What are you going to do on your turn? Let's do... Oh my gosh, we definitely need you to get some cards. We need to get you some cards somehow. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get you some white cards? Because you need to stay maybe in a white city area. Oh, but you can get to Londonium and hopefully maybe try to mitigate that. Perhaps. I think, yeah, I'm actually going to do it this way. Because London just came up, so I'm going to go. Oh wait, we're already in a port city. Oh, okay. So I am actually going to do this. I'm actually going to discard this London card, and we are going to sail. We're actually going to sail all the way to, since Londinium already came up. Oh, should I do it that way? Should I go to London or should I come over to... Yeah, no, I'm actually going to try it right here to that area because it has a port in it. So that was a 1. I'm going to enlist a 2 because that's my ability. I'm going to enlist another 1. Oh, no, wait. This is actually not great planning here because let's kind of just back up here. I want to stay in a white area so that the Magister could possibly get me some cards here. Maybe on their turn. Oh my gosh, this game wrecks my brain at times. Let's do it this way then. I am going to or do I keep with my original plan? You know what? They can. Oh man, we're going to do this one. I'm actually going to try this one here. They're going to play their card off the bat and says remove up to 2 barbarians of the same color from anywhere on the board. But there is also a decline ability. I can actually take a decline and actually remove up to 4 barbarians of the same color from anywhere on the board. We're going to do the decline base. So we're going to take a decline here. And we are going to remove 4 barbarians of the same color. We're going to remove 4 oranges, 2 from Jezericium and 2 from London. So therefore, those areas are not really a threat at this stage. Now, for my console here, we can then go recruit for 1, 2, 3. I can add it to a fort area. And then 4 is I'm going to move all the way over here to Philippopolis. Hopefully then that the Magister can actually get me a card on his next turn. Let's try it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out there at 7. During the next invade step, draw 2 fewer cards. Yeah, we don't need to do that just yet. So we're going to take 1. Oh, it's a white card. We don't actually need that. 2. Okay, so we'll definitely be keeping the white card, and we will discard. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to discard another one of these cards. Let's discard the black one. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So now I actually have my 5 white cards. So on the console's next turn, we can form an alliance with the Visigoths. And then, we have to do the invade step, which is Mongoticum Philoppolis, which is just going to remove a legion. And Constantinopolis, which is going, this is another one of those where it's got to go all the way. So it's going to start at here, but it's got to go all the way back to, it'll actually come here and just remove a legion from that area. Perfect. Was that 3? I can't remember if that was 3. I think so. Yeah, I think that was 3. Okay, now it is on to the Mercator's turn, and they don't have very many cards. They can just probably, let's take a look at where they are. We can probably fortify some places. Maybe. Let's do... Carthago is way down there, though. I'm thinking that they will take their 1 lonely legion and go 1, 2, 3, and I don't know, just do a single battle. Or I can discard the card to actually build a fort in that city as well. No, let's just do a single battle. And have to activate my ability, which says remove a barbarian and a legion from that area. So we'll just do that and that. So they have no legions left. Okay, so we'll do their player cards, which is going to be a green card and a blue card. That's pretty handy for them. Invading. We're going to do 3 cards here. We're going to go green in Roma, which they can't do. They'll have to trace back to here where they will just, a legion's going to get taken off the board. In Aquileia, we'll take a white cube and put it in there. And in Tyras, another white cube there. Okay, Magister, what are you going to do on your turn? You've got a bunch of cards too. Well, we've kind of been mitigating the threat a little bit. We just kind of just need to get, maybe we just kind of just keep mitigating the threats so that we can eventually just wipe these, wipe people off the boards. So I think 1, we'll enlist some more legions. 2, we will move up to here. 3, I'm actually just going to roll 2 dice. Lose 2 barbarians and 1 because of my ability. And I'm thinking then, I'm thinking 4, we'll just move over into this area with the Mercator. And kind of just keep kind of cleaning up along this area here. Let's see what you get for your player cards. I'm going to, a Revolt and an orange card. Okay. And I'm at 7, so maybe, no, that one, I shouldn't use that one right away. Maybe I'll just discard this. I'm just going to discard this one orange card that I just drew. Okay, let's do the Revolt. Let's increase the invasion marker. That's not fun at all. We will revolt by drawing the bottom card and adding them to Narbo. So white Visigoths in Narbo. And then we will shuffle this. Okay, we can kind of now predict the areas that they are going to end up being in. So we maybe can position ourselves quite handedly. There we go. And we're going to do 3 invasions. 1 in Tyrus. 1 in Constantinopolis, which actually has to trace back to here, which but there's a fort there, so at least I'll only lose 1 legion. And my third one is going to be in Mon something or other, and so then a legion just gets removed instead of a cube added. Okay, well then, console. You just need to get to an area with some of those people, which you are pretty darn close to. So why not? Let's just move you over 1 space this way. Or should I go that way? No, I should actually go this way. 1. 2, I'm going to discard 5 cards. We now have an alliance with the Visigoths. 3, I'm going to add a legion to my city from my power. And 4 is I'm just actually just going to try just battling some of those people that we just made an alliance with. So I get to remove a cube. And I get to do my wings, which is add a legion to your city. Okay, well, that's actually okay. We will draw up our player cards, which is going to be another white card, which now we can actually turn some of those guys into another orange card. So now we can maybe start working on orange. Now we can maybe start, because we got a couple of alliances here. So now if we can eliminate green, actually green's not on the board right now. If we can eliminate orange and black, which is possibly doable, we could actually win the game. But that's pretty hard to do because we're going to do an invade step here coming up soon. So we drew our cards, but you know what? Maybe I will, during the next invade cities step here, maybe I will just draw 2 fewer cards this time. So I only just draw 1 invade card this time, which is going to be Caesar something or other, which is right over, where are you? Right here, which is going to trace back, which is actually going to trace back, and we'll add it to there, but that'll come off the board, and that legion will come off the board. Okay, so we will pass play over to the Mercator, which my gosh, I think we should be able to do some trading here. I can take, it says once during your turn, as an action, give or take a card of a color matching your city to another player in your city. Maybe the Mercator starts collecting the black cards here, because maybe they'll take the black, because they can actually take some cards here. 2, 3, 4, 5. This will give them their 6th card. So there's one action. 2, recruit. 3, and 3 and what's my fourth? What's our fourth action going to be? We want to keep green off of the board, and we want to keep orange off the board, and we want to try to keep black off of the board. So I will actually just keep them up in this. I'll just kind of keep them up in this area. 4. I'll just kind of move them up over this way. Okay. We'll draw some cards. They are at 6. So this one will be their 7th card. It's another green card. And it's another white card, which we really don't need unless if we just kind of need to travel places. Narona's way over there. No, I'm just going to discard it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay, now we're going to do the invasion step, which is going to be... Okay, so Narbo. This is going to be what they refer to as sacking. Since we don't add another cube, we are going to sack it. So the decline marker moves down 1. And now we add, and unfortunately, there's actually a lot of places around here. 1, we add a tribe to each of the connecting areas. Yeah, just like that. Oof. So that's 1. 2 is Lugdom, which there's no green in there, so we have to trace all the way back. And 3 is Roma, which is we are starting here, but we actually have to trace all our way back. Okay, so green's now on the board again, so that is out of the question. So now we are going to go to the Magister, which we are going to have to now try to get some things under control. So I'm thinking we're going to go 1. I'm going to recruit 2. Take 1 with me. 3. Actually, no, I'm not going to take 1 with me. 3. And then I'm going to discard a white card. I'm going to do an enlist barbarians. Discard a card matching an allied tribe's color to replace all the barbarians of that color in your city with legions. So I'll discard this one. And all 3 of these are now going to turn into 3 legions for us. So therefore now that Narbo is no longer a threat, and we have legions on the board. Huzzahs! And those are my 4 actions. Let's do the player cards, which is going to be 1, another orange card, and 2, another green card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's at that. So let's do the invading. Philoppolis. So there's a white, blue Roma. Oh gosh, that's another Roma. Okay, but there is a fort and legion, so there is so a legion is going to actually get removed. And Aquilia, which is another white cube. Yep, we can. Yep, definitely. There's definitely a path there. Okay, console. You're way over there. Let's get you a little bit closer to the action for ourselves. You can discard this white card here to go to another area. with a white port. That could be Aquilia here. And let's do a battle. Okay, we lose 3 cubes. So how about 1 blue, 2 whites, and then we lose 2 legions along the way. Ouch. Oh, wait, I could have actually, wait. Oh, instead of battling, I'm actually backing that up. There was 3 whites and a blue. Oh, no, but I spent my white card to travel there. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, I could just turn them into legions, but nope, I can't because, so there we go. So I'm just going to do that again. So 2, 3. Never mind. Stick with the original. Okay, so that's 2. Well, how about what kind of cards do we got going on over here that are orange? We only need 4 orange cards. We got a bunch of orange cards out here. Why not let's just move to Roma. There we go. So we moved 1, 2, 3. I can add a legion to my city or an area with a fort. Let's just add it over there. Okay. Okay. I think that is that. Let's just do our player cards, which this deck is running thin here. Oh, another orange card. Okay, this might actually start working out here for us. This actually might start working out for us. I think so. Excuse me. Invade. Okay, so London can definitely get invaded. Roma with white can get invaded, but that'll just take out a legion. And Constantinopolis with blue can definitely get invaded since there is a blue cube in the previous city. Alrighty. Okay, let's start doing some other things around here. You are not in a port city, so let's move you to a port city. 1. We will go 2. We will roll 2 cubes and a legion. So 2 cubes and a legion. That's 2. I will discard this blue card for 2, 3 to move to Rome since it shares all of the colors. And I will give the consul my Roma card. Sure. So now the consul's got 4 oranges. Oh, the consul just needs to get to an area with some orange cubes now, though, to form that alliance. And then we just have to keep black and green off of the board. Okay. That's that then. So we will, and we're almost at, they are almost at black. So let's hopefully draw some black cards. That's just another green. Oh, we're almost ready to form an alliance with green. Oh, and another black card. Oh my goodness gracious. So, and they are at 7. So we're almost be able to just do alliances. Win by alliances. That might actually not be a terrible thing. But we do have to do the invading. So let's do it. First one. That's right here. 1, 2. Oh, but there's a Legion there, so that one's not going to get added. And 3 is Roma with the oranges, but we have to trace back. We have to trace back. We have to trace back. We have to trace back to here. Okay, that seems like that. And that was 3. Yep. Magister, what are you going to do? We want to try to keep, even though we can do greens, and I want to say after removing cubes from a battle, we can remove any from anywhere. Let's try to, so they are in there. If they can end their turn if they can end their turn up here, that would actually be pretty darn good to get a green card. But then we would, okay, well, let's try it this. Excuse me. One. Take these guys with me. 2, 3. I'm going to battle. 2 legions, which I remove 1 legion, and 3 barbarians. That's pretty darn good. And then 4 is I'm going to end up. Whoops. I'll take 1 legion with me. And 4, I'm going to end up here. Oh, I removed 2 cubes, so I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to remove 2 cubes. I'm going to remove 2 more cubes from the board somewhere else. Is it anywhere? It says, after removing barbarians from a battle, remove up to the same number of barbarians from one other city. We'll do that from over here, a green and a white. I think so. Okay, so now we're going to draw their player cards. They're going to have to discard 1 at the end. A green and another black card. So let's get rid of one of the... I'm going to get rid of Athena. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. Okay. Invading 3. So Athena, which we have to trace back to here, which that legion's going to go away. Genoa. Where is Genoa? That's way back. That's an orange. That's way back here, which we're going to have to trace back to here, which we'll trace back to here. And Philopolis, which is a green. We just got rid of some greens off of that one. Okay, console. If you could get to an orange barbarian, we could form the alliance, which I think they can do. They are 1, 2, 3 away. Yep. Yep, they are 1, 2, 3. So they are 1, 2, 3. And then 4, I will form the alliance with the Anglo-Saxons. So now if I can keep... Now blacks are not on the... Sorry, the Vandals are not on the board. If we can just get rid of greens, that would be the absolute best. And then we would actually win the game. All right, so that was that. So let's draw their player cards, which is going to be, of course, I knew it had to be coming soon here, a Revolt and a Vandal card. Okay, so let's increase that marker. Let's Revolt. Where is this coming from? Okay. So 3 more are going to come into this area down here. At least this is a pretty big stack of cards this time around. That went a while without a Revolt. That went a while. So how many revolts? That's been 4. Oh gosh, that means there's still... That's only been 4. This means there's so little cards and there's still 2 left in here. Uh-oh, that's not great. That means there might be another one coming up right away here. But let's just keep it going. We're invading... Oh gosh, we're invading 4 this time. Okay, Constantinopolis, which we're going to have to trace all the way back to here, because since there's cubes there. Lugdunum, which is going to trace back to here. Aquileia, which will add right to its city. And the 4th one is going to be, there will be one right here. So our plan of keeping those ones off the board are no longer. So we're back up to here. Okay, so I can... I'm going to take a legion with me. I'm going to go 1, 2... 3. I'm going to take a green card from... take a green card from them, which is going to then cause me to discard a card. Discard a card there. And now there's no green cubes in my city, so I will just have to... Oh my gosh. And 4, I'll just move up to here. Okay. Think that's my idea. So I got 7, so I just need to... Oh my gosh, the revolt right away. Oh no. I was afraid that might happen. And a Constantinopolis. We don't need it. Oh gosh, so increase it. Draw the bottom. Oh no, I'm so close. I'm so close. Athenia. Oh no, all the way down over here. Because, oh my gosh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, these are going to erupt on me. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So Athena and that city over there are going to erupt on me, causing some pretty darn big issues. I thought it was doing so good. Okay, so Aquileia is going to get its 3rd cube. Constantinopolis is going to go all the way back to here. And well, that's going to get added here, which is not going to get added. It's just going to lose that legion instead. That was 1, 2, 3. And my 4th one is Lugdunum. Huh. Why did that not work out? Interesting. So Lugdunum goes there, but it's going to actually have to trace back to here, which is actually going to take away that one. Okay. Interesting. That means Athena is going to erupt next time, but we can't worry about that. Let's go here. We've got a bunch of things happening for us. Can I take the... Oh wait, I don't want him to start collecting cards. That's kind of like my Mercator's ability. Let's do this then. Let's kind of go to... I think we can go to Aquileia. That'll be 2. 1, 2, 3. I can discard the white card to turn those 3 in and enlist them as troops. That's 3. And how about 4? I should just go to oh my gosh, I don't know where I want to go. Is this an orange? Oh, that is an orange city as well. So I am in a port. I'm going to discard one of these orange cards here. And I'm going to sail with all of my... I'm actually going to leave one troop behind. I'm going to sail with my 2 troops over to here, since that is also an orange pathway. And we are going to do some battling in there afterwards. So I went 1, 2, enlisted 3, and then I traveled over there 4. Let's go with that. Oh, 2 players in the same city may swap a city card from their hands. Oh, why were you not around for a little bit? And then you get and then a blue card, so we can swap. So they could swap cards. But if we can get okay. I think we just need to get rid of because we're going to come up to that person's. We're going to get up to the Mercator's turn. We're going to actually probably be able to form the alliance with the Huns, and then we just have to make sure that we have all of the other ones off of the board. So let's go with the invasion step of 4. So Athena, that's what we thought. So that's going to cause a decline here, and it's going to go 1, 1. And 1. At least there's only just the ones that are attached here. That's it. That's okay. 2. 3 is London. And 4 is... Okay, so now we're starting to run low on white cubes. Okay. Console. Okay, we gotta start eliminating. We gotta start eliminating some troopies. So let's do a battle. Okay, so I have to. So I only get rid of 1 barbarian. I lose a legion. I lose another legion. And I get to add a legion to my area. That's the dice roll. Okay. So 2, I'll add a legion to my area. 3, I will battle again. Okay, that at least gets rid of 3 cubes. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do those ones. I lose a legion, but then I add a legion. So then that's a wash. That's 3. And I guess my 4th action will be I'll just add a legion to this area, this fort right there. Okay, that is that. Yep, that is that. I am going to now draw my 2 player cards, which is another black card and another green card. And then we're going to invade 4 times into Narbo. Where is Narbo? Oh, it's over here, but so it's defended, but there's no pawn or fort. So but those 2 legions are gone. So that's a cube over here. Roma, that's another blue cube in Rome. Oh no, we don't want that. Oh wait, that doesn't get added because there's a legion there. And a white cube in Rome, but it won't get added. That legion is just going to go away. Okay. Okay, Mercator. You have to travel 2 spaces. Oh, gosh, but there's that one lonely black cube right there. So wait, 1, 2, 3, form the alliance. And I guess 4, just keep moving a little bit closer over to here. That's really all they can do because they are not in the same city with somebody to trade cards. So we either have to form the alliance with the Vandals, or we actually have to eliminate all the Vandals off the board. There's only 4 cubes left, but man, oh man, we're running out of actions really fast here. Oh, they got another card. Oh, they got 5. Oh gosh, if we get around to their turn, which I don't know we're going to be able to do, there's only 1, 2. Oh, we can get around to their turn, but as long as we can. Oh gosh, so we have to be able to survive this. Okay, so here's the 4. So orange cube here. Black cube in Athenia, which is going to go trace all the way back to there. Tyra's is going to go there. And Philopolis is going to go there. Okay. On to their turn. I am thinking we can try to get rid of some of their... Can we enlist some groups along the way? Probably. Yeah, probably we can list some groups along the way. So let's just do it. Okay, so let's convert one of them into a legion. Only going to take 3 legions with me across this way. So that's 1, 2, battle for 3. Oh gosh, I eliminated them all. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. I can eliminate 5 barbarians, and I prevent one of my legions from going away. So all of these cubes are actually gone. That was really good. So I enlisted. Enlisted. 1, 2, battled 3. And I guess I can just go move these guys down here for 4 just in case. Just in case. Okay. I will draw my player cards, which I'm gotta say that the revolt is coming up here. 1, 2. Oh dear, we escaped the revolt. There's only a few cards left, so I bet you some of them is going to be a revolt. And then we have to do the 4 invasions. So a green cube in Roma, which we have to trace back to here. Blue cube in Constantinopolis. Oh gosh. Orange cube in Genoa, which we actually have to trace back to here, which is going to get rid of a legion on us. And the 4th one is going to be in that area where I just was. So. Oh wait, but it has to trace back. We can't go right there. It has to trace back to here, which there is a legion, so the legion will defend it. Okay, that's actually all right. Console. Well, console. We can go... Ooh, gosh. Got to keep that black cube up there. Yeah, because if I can actually form the alliance with them right there if I was able to. So I will keep it there just because I need... Yeah, I'm going to keep it there to keep the alliance so that I can just do one spat away, and I've got the 5 cards here. So they're just going to go 1, 2... 3. Really try to take them out. Yep. 3. Lost a couple legions along the way. And my fourth action will just be to kind of come back this way. Okay, draw the 2-player cards. Revolt? Nope. Revolt? Oh my gosh. Okay then. Invade. Orange and Roma. Not going to go there. It's got to trace back to here. There. Ooh, right there. And Roma, but we have to trace all the way back. We have to trace all the way back to here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, I think we did it. We managed to get back up to the Mercator's turn. They have the 5 Vandal cards, and we can go 1. There's a Vandal Barbarian in that area. 2, that's 5 cards, and we forged an alliance with all of them, and we've won the game. Whoo boy, that was getting right down to the nitty-gritty. We only had a couple player cards left. Where is that Revolt in here? 1. Oh, it was on the next turn. There was the last Revolt. So at the end of their turn was going to be the Revolt. But that is the way that a game of Pandemic Fall of Rome. This is the first time that I've actually won the game. So that is pretty handy. I really like it. I really like it a lot. So tell me in the comments, how did you find Pandemic Fall of Rome? Have you played Pandemic Fall of Rome? And give me your thoughts on this system. And yeah, I have been Ryan from the Mista Rau Gaming. Hopefully that you are enjoying the stuff on this channel. If you are, please hit the like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and that notification bell is there to get notified every time that a new video comes out and when I go live on Tuesday nights. Follow me on all of my social medias. I am on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, and on Threads, all at Mista Rau Gaming. Join me in the Tabletop Express Discord channel, which there is a link in the description of this video. If you want to join in on that community, it's really, really a lot of fun. And I do have a Ko-fi account if you would like to donate any funds towards the channel. I do want to upgrade a few things around the studio here, and things are getting expensive. So if you would like to help out and you're enjoying the content on this channel, please do so by supporting me financially. All right, folks, have yourselves a great day, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you decided to watch this video. And as always, thanks for watching, y'all. Cheers.